Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be sharing my first cook with me for fall. I am going to be whipping up some amazing fallen leaf chicken pies, some kale and roasted butternut salad with an amazing roasted garlic dressing you're going to love and want to stick around for. And then we're going to have some pumpkin spice bread for dessert, and I just can't wait. If you haven't already noticed, we are using pumpkin spice in all three of these fall dishes, so I hope you like pumpkin spice, and I cannot wait to share these with you. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and please like this video and put your comments down below. What are your favorite fall recipes?
When you're happy, you'll put a smile on my face. I won't be perfect, but I promise.
To get started, and before I even start cooking, I like to prep all of my ingredients so that I have everything ready to go, especially when I'm cooking 3 different dishes at once. This is a great thing to do if you're going to be entertaining this holiday, is to pre-prep everything. You can actually do this a couple days before your event. I'm going to be using about 2 cups of butternut squash. I'm going to be using 1 bag of frozen peas and 6 carrots. I'm going to be using some different colors. I thought it'd be kind of fun, especially for the kids. They love chicken pot pie, so I thought it'd be fun to use different colors and just kind of change the vibe up, especially since this is for fall. I will also link all of these recipes down below and on my blog at laurenicholsen.com if you want to print these and cook with them. Please, if you do, please take a picture and post it and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see how your chicken pot pies come out. This is such a fun recipe, and I just want to see what yours end up looking like too. So here's a list of everything we're going to need just for the chicken pot pie. We're going to be using 1 large onion, 4 celery sticks, 4 to 6 carrots depending on how much you want to use. My kids love carrots, so I put 6 in. 1 bag of frozen peas, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 chicken breasts uncooked, or you can get the pre-cooked stuff at the store. 4 cups of chicken broth, 1/2 cup of pumpkin spice creamer. I use the Starbucks kind, and then 1/4 cup of flour, 1 stick of butter, 1 egg and water. We're gonna make a little egg wash for the top of the pie crust, and then 2 of the pre-made Pillsbury pie crust, and then a little salt and pepper and some other seasonings we're gonna use throughout this recipe.
All that's left of me is this song. Then I will be whatever you need. Yeah, I will be.
So we're not going to need this egg wash for a minute, but I just want to prep it since I have it out. We're going to add 3 chicken breasts to a sheet pan, and we're going to dress it with a little olive oil. I put a little salt and pepper on here, and I'm going to put this in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes to get it nice and cooked, nice and juicy, and ready to put in our chicken pot pie. The next thing we're going to prepare is our butternut squash. I'm going to add a little pumpkin pie spice to this. If you haven't already realized, everything in these recipes has pumpkin spice in it. So if you don't like pumpkin spice, I'm sorry. I hope maybe your guests will like this. I don't know, but I love it. So we're gonna dress this with a little olive oil and some pumpkin spice and get this in the oven for about 30 minutes just to roast everything. Don't mind the onions to the right. I'm using that for another recipe, and I just figured you guys wouldn't mind if I added it to this recipe, but it's not actually for these things we're cooking today. So the next thing we're going to do is roast this garlic bulb for our salad dressing. This is one of my favorite things to make, is this salad. So if you love garlic, you're going to love, love, love this salad dressing. So we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to it, and then salt. The salt's going to help drag out some of the moisture and really roast these garlic cloves down to perfection. I'm going to put it into the oven for about 45 minutes. It's going to go in for about as long as the chicken. So right now we've got 3 different dishes in the oven. We're cooking 3 chicken breasts, all of our butternut squash, and a bulb of garlic. So let's get started on our roux. This is a really awesome base that is gonna make your chicken pot pie super delicious and creamy and all the fall vibes we need. So I'm gonna throw 1 stick of butter into a pot. You can use anything for this. It just needs to be big enough to add all of your fixings into it. I love using our Dutch oven. We've had this for a million years, but it's the best for doing anything. I'm gonna bring all of that chicken stock to a boil, and I'm gonna let those onions sit for about 15 minutes on really low heat and get nice and translucent. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna start prepping our pie crust. I just use the store-bought kind because I don't really have the time to be making my own. So I have these really cute, I'll link these down below, these are really cute fall stamps. They are amazing for making anything. I love them. They have every season on Amazon. I think I actually got these at Williams-Sonoma or Michael's, I can't remember. But either way, I'll link the ones I found for much cheaper on Amazon down below. So go ahead and cut out as many different leaves as you'd like, or you could do Halloween kinds or anything you want. You really just do what you love. So now that my onions and garlic have stewed down, I'm going to be adding some flour, and we're going to turn this melted butter into a roux. A roux is basically when you mix flour and fat together to thicken a sauce. It's typically a thickening agent for gravies or sauces or soups, but you definitely need this to make a delicious chicken pot pie. So I'm using 1/4 cup of flour, and I'm gonna fold in the butter and the onions. Just a small tip before we add in this boiling chicken stock is you can add the onions into the stew later, like with the chicken and peas. My kids don't all enjoy onions the way I do, so I actually hide them in my roux. Because they're boiled down, they're gonna kind of thicken with the sauce, so that's just a tip. You don't have to add it. If you want more onion vibe in your chicken pot pie, add them at both times. I've been doing it this way for years because the kids will eat it and they don't say, ew, onions in here. So we're gonna slowly whisk this together. At first it's gonna be a little bit watery, and then we're gonna add some cream. Now the traditional way to make chicken pot pie, you wanna add half and half or milk, depending. I'm gonna be using a pumpkin spice latte creamer from Starbucks in this. I love the way that this tastes, and you can add a little bit of pumpkin spice in here if you want to use just milk and you don't have the creamer, no big deal. Just whisk in some pumpkin pie spice or some allspice, and it will give it that really toasty, warm fall feeling to it. I have to tell you, my house smells so good right now. I wish you guys were all here so you could smell it. So once your sauce is thick like this, now it's time to add our chicken, our peas, our carrots, and everything. Mix it well, and we're gonna get these things in a ramekin and in the oven. Okay, so now that everything is mixed, we've got everything ready, we are going to start filling up our ramekins. This is pretty easy, just fill them up to the top, and then we're gonna be laying over all of those gorgeous leaves that we made earlier. We're just gonna put these on top in any order you'd like. It's really just fun. A lot of times I like to let my kids do this part. They love it, but I figured it'd be a hot mess express if I did that in front of you guys. So if you want to do it the other way, let your kids actually cut out these shapes and then let them actually decorate their own chicken pot pie. It will encourage them to eat their dinner, and it will also be more family fun time that you can have together. Okay, Okay, so add everything to a sheet pan and we're just gonna drizzle over a little bit of that egg wash we made earlier and season these with just a little bit of salt. You can, again, use any type of seasoning you'd like. You can put some pumpkin pie spice on here. I didn't want to burn it, so I usually just do a little bit of salt and then I may put a little pepper on there later. But again, it just depends on what you like. This is your total and creative control here. So add the little seasonings you like and then let's put these in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. It really just depends. You gotta watch them because the little pie crust leaves will start to turn golden brown and you'll see a little boiling. Now, one of the fun things about using colored carrots is sometimes they bubble up different colors. So consider that kind of a warning sign that it's time to take them out of the oven. While those are cooking, we're gonna actually start making our dessert. I got this at Trader Joe's. It's one of my favorite. It's super delicious. It's a pumpkin bread mix. It's so spicy and good. And then I got these trays. One of these I got at Home Goods and one of them I got at Williams-Sonoma. I love these. I'm gonna be doing some small ones for the kids and a couple of big ones for my husband and I to have with our coffee in the morning. So go ahead and read the directions, mix it all up, and we'll get these in the oven right when we take out our chicken pot pies. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of melted butter to these gorgeous little molds that I have. Here's one of my favorite tricks of all time. I use this a lot when I make deviled eggs. I like to add any type of mixture to a large bag and then cut a little end off so that I can control how much is going everywhere. This is another thing you could do for Thanksgiving is instead of having these done right before your guests get there, just keep the bag in your refrigerator and then when it's time to sit down to dinner, you can just throw these in the oven and be ready. Okay, now we're gonna start our kale salad. I'm gonna add just a little bit of fresh kale to this. All of our roasted butternut squash is done. I'm gonna be adding in some gorgeous red cranberries and some, of course, some pumpkin seeds. Now, if I had a little more time, I would have roasted these, but I didn't. That would have been so good if you roasted them with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and some pumpkin pie spice. To make our salad dressing, we're gonna use all of the garlic from our roasted garlic bulb, and we're going to be adding one large shallot, but chop it up really, really fine. And then we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of Dijon, 2 teaspoons of pure maple syrup, and then 1/4 cup, or basically 1 lemon, just squeeze the juice in. I like to put everything into a ball jar. That way, if I don't use it all, I can just put the lid on, throw it in the refrigerator, and use it again. Okay guys, it's time to take out our chicken pot pies. These smell so delicious. I cannot wait to get these on the table. Our kids are going crazy and they are so excited to eat these. This recipe is also freezable. So one of the things I love, you'll see I made a couple extras. I'm gonna freeze one and the other one's going with my husband to work tomorrow. Now to prep our salad, I'm gonna add a little bit of goat cheese. Doesn't that look so beautiful, you guys? I am so excited to eat this salad. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna fold in our salad dressing and I'm gonna get dinner on the table. Okay friends, that is all she wrote for today. We made 3 incredible recipes today. We made a chicken pot pie with fallen leaf crusts. We made a gorgeous kale salad with some butternut squash and some delicious salad dressing made out of roasted garlic. And of course, our amazing pumpkin spice bread for dessert. I cannot wait for you to try this. Please like and subscribe to this video. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell. I try to post on every Tuesday and Saturday. I do lots of home decor and lots of cooking and all kinds of family inspirational stuff. So thank you so much for sharing another day with me. I cannot wait to see how yours turns out. So tag me at Mrs. Lauren Nicholson on Instagram, and I will see you soon.